Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. The video that we are about to see today is a book review. Today I'm going to review the book Mahayodha Kalki, The Sword of Shiva by Kevin Missal. Before getting started with the review, I want to say what the Kalki Book 3 is about. The Kalki Book 3 is the final and epic conclusion of the Kalki trilogy, which consists of 3 books. That's why it's called trilogy. The first book being Dharmayodha Kalki, the avatar of Vishnu, and the second book being Satyayodha Kalki, the Eye of Brahma. Now, if you're a person who likes to read mythological fiction and wants to read a book that is very fast paced and very entertaining, then I'd suggest you to read Mahayodha Kalki, The Sword of Shiva by Kevin Missal. It's a completely spoiler free review, and you need not worry if you have not read the first 2 books in the series because I'm not going to spoil anything from them while reviewing this book. Now, to start with, I have to say something about the writing of Kevin Missal. The writing in the Kalki series or any other books that are written by Kevin Missal are so easy to read. The English is not so difficult, and if you're trying to get your teeth into fantasy or into reading some books that are in English but easy to read, then I'd suggest any of Kevin Missal's books. To start with, I can say you can read Kalki Book 1 and then move on to books 2 and 3 gradually. But I should say this, Kevin Missal has written 5 books until now, of which 4 I have read, but I've seen that he's progressing as an author in a very good way. The first book is easy to read, the second book is more entertaining and easier to read, the third book that he launched, that is Narasimha, it was better than the first 2 books in the Kalki trilogy and it was more engaging. Now, when we come to this ending, it is very much power packed and it is so filled with action that you don't feel bored in even a single scene, and each and every chapter wants you flip to the next chapter because there are at least 1 or 2 twists per chapter or 1 twist for every 2 chapters so that you don't get bored at all in the story. The next thing that I'd like to talk about in this series or this particular book is the characters. We have multiple characters within the Kalki story. It happens within this mythological land called Ilavati, which is just a part of India that has been created by Kevin Missal as his universe. And I like the way in which he ties in the stories from different series with the other books in the other series. We can see various references from Narasimha in Kalki Book 3, and he has published them in such a way that they are very much interesting to read and dig in. If you want to read Kevin Missal's books, I suggest you to read them in the chronological order, starting with Kalki Book 1, Kalki Book 2, Narasimha, Kalki Book 3, and finally moving on to Meghnad, which I have not read yet, but I'll be reading that pretty soon and reviewing it as well. We have a cast of characters. The main characters in this book are Kalki, as we know, and his brother Arjun, the antagonist Kali, and his sister Durukti. Apart from them, we have various other characters like Manasa, Padma, Vibhishan, and so many characters. All of them are written in such a way that they don't seem boring at all, and every character in this story is morally grey. You cannot say that this character is white and this one is black. Every character is grey, and it is very engaging and so realistic to read about. It doesn't seem like they are characters, they seem like actual people, but in a mythological presence. The final thing that we are going to see in this review is about the plot and pacing of the story. The plot of the story is a very normal plot that is good against evil, but the things which happen between these 2 people and how they experience things and how they discover themselves to be good and evil is portrayed in a very good way, and the antagonist kind of shifts throughout the story and we are not able to guess who's the antagonist until the end of book 3, which is a bit, how to say, it's a bit meandering, but it is good as well. He's presented in such a way that it is not boring, but it is not that good as well. Now, coming for the pacing of the story, there is no question that this book is totally fast paced. We can say that all the 3 books, starting from book 1, the speed only increases and it doesn't drop at any point throughout the 3 books. If you want to read some book which is totally a page flipper, that is, you have to turn the pages continuously and you have to complete it within a weekend, if you're in such a mood, then go for the Kalki series because it is very much well written in such a way that you can read it continuously without getting bored at all. To sum up, I gave the Kalki series or the Kalki book 3 a total of 4 stars, which is a very good rating, and I'd like to read more of Kevin Missal's books, Meghnad being at the top right now. Let's see how it goes on. Thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and also ring the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching.